Welcome back. Our second episode on release management. So, if you haven't watched the first episode, please go and watch the previous video. So, I am Dr. Ganesh, and this is a series where I am trying to share some basics of site reliability engineering. Uh, so, we were discussing in the previous video about the Google's philosophy on release engineering. We spoke about self-service model, high velocity, hermetic builds and enforcement of policies and procedures. So let us look at what is continuous build and deployment from Google's perspective. So Google has developed an automated release system called Rapid. Rapid is a system that leverages a number of Google technologies to provide a framework that delivers scalable, hermetic and reliable releases. What are the steps involved in Rapid? So Rapid includes building, branching, testing, deployment, uh, testing, packaging and deployment. So essentially we know the steps, so there is no need to explain each one of them. We build the product and then branch it, then test with lot of test cases and make sure the branch is working properly, and then package it and then finally deploy. So, and this is how your Rapid looks like. So Rapid consists of a Rapid client, Rapid service, a Rapid build job, which consists of Rapid worker and tasks that are getting executed, and then the user artifacts, which include a blueprint and workflows. So blueprint specifically, they are written in an internal configuration language and are used to define, build and test targets, rules for deployment and administrative information such as project owners. Role-based access control list determine who can perform specific actions on a Rapid project. And then there are also external services such as the source repository, the test cases, the build and package services, deployment services, etc. And a very closely coupled thing is configuration management. Configuration management is one area of particularly close collaboration between release engineers and SREs. Although configuration management may initially seem a deceptively simple problem, configuration changes are a particular potential source of instability. So it's extremely important and treat configuration management very seriously from an SRE reliability perspective. There are several models that Google follows for distributing configuration files. One is use the main line for configuration, which means this is the first method they developed used to configure services in Borg, and then include configuration files and binaries in the same npm package. So for projects with a few configuration files or project where the files change with each release cycle, the configuration files can be included in the npm package with the binaries. Another one is package configuration files into npm configuration packages, which means we can apply hermetic principles to configuration management. Binary configurations tend to tightly bound to particular versions of binaries. So we leverage, essentially Google leverage the build and packaging systems to snapshot and release configuration files alongside their binaries. And finally, read configuration files from an external source. Some projects have configuration files that need to change frequently or dynamically while the binary is running. These files can be stored in Bigtable, Chubby, or some source-based file system, etc., and then work. And to conclude release engineering, start release engineering at the beginning is the biggest advice that Google gives. Release engineering has often been an afterthought, and this way of thinking must change as platforms and services continue to grow in service size and complexity. Team should budget for release engineering resources at the beginning of the product development cycle. It is cheaper to put together good practices and process in place early rather than have to retrofit your system later. Remember this. It is essential that developers, SREs and release engineers work together. The release engineer need to understand the intention of how the code should be built and deployed. The developers shouldn't build and throw the results over the fence to be handled by the release engineers. So I hope you got a good idea about release engineering and the importance of doing release engineering at the beginning. Uh, the Bibles are Site Reliability Engineering book and the Site Reliability Workbook available in Google's page. With that, until we see for the next episode, thank you.